Okay, class. Today I want to show you how to create tables, how to use the insert tool to create tables. Okay, tables like what you see here, right? I believe you've seen tables where things are arranged, right? Things are not just written anyhow, but they are arranged in tables. So what I have here is I have name, subject, first CA, second CA, exam, and total. Let's assume I want to create a table for my score sheet now for your class, which is basic 5 now, right? So these are the information I'm going to need. These are data I'll need to collect. So that's why I have it here. So you need to always, first of all, put a rough sketch of the table you want to create so that you know how many columns and how many rows you need, okay? And just to quickly go through what rows and column mean, this is what we call rows and these are what we call columns, right? The lines going this way are called rows and the lines going down are called columns, okay? So it means in this case I'm going to have how many rows now? Let's say let's say you are 15 in the class now, for example. It means we are going to have, this is one row, so I'm going to have another row for one person, 2, 3, 4 down to 15. So plus this one, it means I'm going to have 16 rows, right, for your name. Okay, I also forgot to put something down here. Let me make it serial number so that everybody has a number, right? So this is subject, this is first CA, second CA, and exam. Now, how many columns would I have in my table? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus the total, which is 7. So I'm going to have 7 columns. So in this table, I will be having 16 rows and 7 columns. So to create a table, once you open your blank document, which I believe we all know already, you use the insert tool. Okay, we are using the insert tool. So come to insert, you find immediately under the insert you find table. Okay, all I'm doing right now, I'm doing on a computer. So those of you who have access to a computer, you can actually do it. So when you go to table, right, don't use these options here, come down to insert table. Okay, when you click insert table, it brings out this drop down menu for you. Now in this menu, it tells you how many rows you can input, the number of rows and the number of columns you want. So in this case, I have 7 columns, so I'm going to enter it, and 16 rows. Right now, this other part says what is the auto fit behavior, how you want it to fit on the screen. Do you want it to be a fixed column width, which is it will just be fixed, it won't change? Or do you want it to auto fit with content? That means as you are typing, the table should be expanding. Or do you want it to fit to the window, that just cover everything? Well, for my own case, I used to prefer auto fit with content, so that as I type, it takes the shape of the content. Okay, so I'm going to click OK. Once you click OK, my table is up. You see how small it is, right? But as I type, it will work. So my first is serial number, so I'm going to put it down S/N in the first table. So once you want to enter in the next what we call cells, you click this and you take your mouse pointer there and click on it. Okay, so that's the next thing. So I'm going to enter name, then my cells are expanding, then the next one is subject, then the next one is first CA, then the next one is second CA, then we have exam. So you see why we have exam here, and we have total, right? Now you see why you need to first of all create a rough like this so that you have a good idea of how many rows and how many columns. So serial number, you can begin entering number 1, number 2. If I enter the name, you go ahead and enter the name of the person, the subject you are imputing score for, the CA test scores, and the rest. Okay, so this is how to basically create a table for using Microsoft Word. Okay, so I'm going to need all of you to create a table for me after this class. Okay, and I'm going to tell you the data you are going to input. So thank you, make sure you practice. See you on the other side.